how's it going? It's Friday, as you know, so don't forget to wear your red. Remember, everyone deployed. But the weekend is here. Milton is gone. Relax, take a deep breath, exhale. It's over. We made it through. Some of us made it through okay. Some of us have some serious damage. Some people lost their lives. This is a sad thing whenever a hurricane hits Florida. But we can all just kind of relieve, just take a deep breath and, breathe a sigh of relief that it's over and done with. The markets are still insane. People are still in there buying up everything like there's no tomorrow. I just left Walmart. There's no water. There's no toilet paper. There's no paper towel. For whatever reason, it's not here yet. Maybe they can't get the shipment in or whatever. But, just, like I said before, I've said this 100 times. I'm going to say this until the day I die, as long as I'm living in Florida. And we all know, let me roll up this window, stop some of that noise. We all know what we consume. Yes, buy a little extra because you're going to be stuck in the house a little bit more, especially if you don't have power. Buy dry stuff that you can eat directly out of a can, or stuff that that has protein bars and stuff that you can survive off of. Especially having no power. If you can get ice, you got a cooler, get ice. Keep your milk and stuff. Keep your dairy cold, but don't buy ice cream. Don't buy stuff that needs to be frozen. Stay away from all that stuff. Don't buy meats. If you got meat, start cooking them up. You know what I mean? If you don't have power, they'll last. Just put them in something. Protect it as best as you can, or just eat it up. Have steak and eggs. Eat fancy. Eat steak and eggs for breakfast if you have to. Most of you people down here have grills, use the grill. If you don't have gas, well, if you can venture out and find firewood, remove the gas portion of your grill and put something down there and just turn it into a wood stove or charcoal if you can. There's ways around it. You know what I mean? It's like, start using your head. You don't have to be without. I mean, it's sad, but you don't have to have all this extra either. Because if you have all this extra and you don't have no power, what good is it? What did you accomplish? So you bought 16 cases of water, right? What are you going to do with it? Water will last to a certain point. But if you don't consume it, after a while, sitting in that plastic and you stick it in your what? You stick it in your garage where it's hot? Why don't you do a little research on that with how heat affects bottled water and the gases that it puts into the water? So go ahead, make yourself fucking sick, stupid. Sorry about the language. I'm just so tired of it. I don't need water. I'm not out here for water. I grab some bread, some milk, some stuff like, little pig-on stuff. Just, stuff that they claimed when we wanted to do a delivery for our food that they didn't have in stock. Well, it's kind of funny that I just walked in there and the same stuff that they said they didn't have in stock, I just got off the shelves. So they're a bunch of lazy-ass son of a bitches anyways, and that's why I hate Walmart. Walmart is like is the epitome of a store. Their employees, half of the time, are lazy. They don't speak English, most of them. They don't know what the hell they're doing. It's like, come on, really? Hire people with a higher level of intelligence and pay them a little bit more money. And stop treating them like dogs and slaves. And you'll get better employees. But when you treat people like dirt, you're going to get a low-class employee rating. And that's exactly what you got there. So anyways, before I get too off the beaten track about stuff, just try to be nice. I try to be a good person. I do things for people, out of the kindness of my heart. I go the extra mile. It doesn't hurt me one bit to let an older lady or an older gentleman step in front of me and pay for their groceries first before me, or let them into the store before me, or give them up a parking spot. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You know, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't affect me in any way, shape, and or form to be nice. So, I guess what I'm saying, if you can't be nice, then you have an issue. And you have an issue greater than what it really needs to be. So how are you going to survive in this world? You know, when I'm going to say this, and I don't want to offend anybody, but there's people out there, and they know who they are, and I'm not going to name names and point fingers and stuff like that, but they want help on a regular basis. It's constantly, can you help do this? Can you help do that? Can you help do this? Can you help do that? But when you turn the table and reach out and ask them for help, it can't be, oh, well, you know, it's like I'm busy, or I can't do this, and, well, I don't have time. It's like I'm not going to be there. There's always an excuse. So you know what? If you can't reciprocate a favor when it's needed, don't ask, because it's not right. You know, and the people who are kind-hearted, who don't mind helping, you know, they're the ones that are getting abused, and you're taking their kindness for weakness. And I'm not the type of person, don't take my kindness for weakness, because I'll show you what really happens when I explode. You know what I mean? Like, I am the mother of all bombs when I go off, and I don't care. So if I do stuff for you, it's because I care about you, because I love you. It's out of the kindness of my heart. But believe me when I tell you, if I ask you to do a favor for me and you're not there and you can't do that favor for me, you know, okay, you know, it's taken into consideration. If I have to ask twice for a favor and you still can't do it for me, now you're going to get it. Now here's where it starts, because I asked you once nicely, you refused, couldn't do it. I asked you a second time for something, you couldn't do it. So I'm not asking you a third time, because I know you're just not going to do it. And I'll be waiting for you to ask me for help, and then you're going to see what happens. You're going to end up by suffering the consequences for it, because I'm not going to do it. Anyway, again, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get these things in my teeth and I can't get rid of it, and the only way for me to get rid of it is to vent it out. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way. You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's why I say this stuff, and I'm out there saying it. Everybody has a breaking point. Try not to hit that breaking point. Don't let people push your buttons. Love you. Peace out.